lovely people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. I'm filming this straight on the back of filming my last video, so I haven't had any comments from you guys or anything like that, so hopefully there's some good thoughts about what I've been making in October. And today I bring you a fabric haul, and as I will explain and have been explaining for many months, I'm sorry about that, I am in the middle of moving, and so this fabric haul will be the last time I am in this lovely zone. This will be the last time you see this lovely view. I say that because I still haven't exchanged, but we aim to be moving middle of November, and this video today won't be coming out to you until the end of November, so anything could have happened by then. Yeah, I don't want to see the back of this view because I absolutely love living here, but I do need to move on and do some other things and make some changes in our lives, as will many people over the next over this bizarre time we're all living in. So it's a goodbye view, and I made sure that Daisy here had a really good ringside seat for her last ever performance with me. She won't be able to be in my view in the future. She is coming with us, absolutely, but she'll be in the garden and I will be in the third bedroom, which will be my no sewing room. So I will have a different outlook altogether. Sadly, not one of windows and views and squirrels and birds and all those lovely things. So it's goodbye view. But hello, new adventures. So enough waffling on, Cara. You're here to talk about fabrics. Yes, I have a fabric haul for you. Now, I haven't really been buying fabrics for a little while, for lots of different reasons, but there are some ways of buying fabric that I just think are ways of supporting our sewing community, and also being quite sustainable, in that a number of my sewing friends have been doing destashes. So I wanted to share with you some of the fabrics that I've got from their Destash accounts. Now, I appreciate that means you can't buy these fabrics, but they are fabrics that you'll recognise from other retailers, and they are of the autumnal set that I'm looking for, and we're all looking for, I think, at this time of year. So let me crack on with it. So the first couple of fabrics, they're in no particular order. First couple of fabrics came just this week, actually, from the Crafty Mum Sews over on Instagram, so please do check her out. She sneaks in some crafting and some sewing in around her very young family, so I've got all the time in the world for her being able to sneak sewing in around such small little people, which is amazing. But she listed probably 30 pieces of fabric this week easily. She did say you've got about 60 pieces in the stash, so I don't know if she's going to be delisting some more, destashing some more, sorry. So look out for that. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, and I'll put the links to that below. But the fabrics, now this first one is actually a Lady McElroy fabric. And it's absolutely stunning. Now, this was featured a lot last year on Fabric Godmother, and also ironically, now you may already know that I work for Dragonfly Fabrics a couple of times a month. I work with them. I do some vlogs for them. I've recently started blogging for them, which is really exciting. And one of my most recent vlogs was about this fabric. So how ironic is that? Now, I'll tell you, working in a sweet shop, working in a fabric shop is just like working in a sweet shop. You can't eat all the sweets, and I cannot buy all the fabric. But when this came up on the Destash account, I couldn't resist it. It's like a really fine baby cord fabric with these lovely autumnal flowers on it. It's a grey background with sort of rust coloured flowers on it. And I think I'm going to make a dress, actually. I actually think I might make another indigo, you know. Now, this is quite heavyweight. Well, it's not. It's not heavyweight, actually. What am I talking about? It's not a viscose, is what I meant. So it's not a viscose weight, but it's not a cord weight either. So I think maybe a nice pinafore Indigo, something like this. So even with this, this is the indigo, I apologise. I made adaptations to this one, which I'll have talked about in my last video, so I'll link up here somewhere to that if you haven't had a chance to see it. So I've put lovely big sleeves on this one, and I've done this to a full length, almost maxi length dress, this one. But this would be a standard indigo length, which I think very exciting. Or even the shift dress, I think it's called, by Sew Over It. I might adapt the neck on that to be slightly deeper, so that I could put, I think it would just look so lovely with a polo neck underneath or something. Wow, lovely. So that's the first one from her, and then the second one from her, so I've just got them stashed up here on my ironing board, is this lovely dark, deep, sort of like, it's somewhere between a teal and a forest green. Now the colour isn't coming up right on there at all. This really deep green, and there's quite a lot of this one. I think there's about 2 meters of that one, and there's slightly more, and this is a wider fabric in this, and it's so soft. It's described as a ponte, or I think she said a viscose ponte, because it's a little bit more drapey than a normal ponte roma. It's very soft, which is lovely, and I am going to make, so you can look, there you go, it's a nice drape to it there. I'm going to make a Somerset top. I thought I had that with me here. No, it's disappeared. What have I done with that? No. Oh, I have. I've got the pattern next to me, but that's absolutely no good to you whatsoever. What are you going to do looking at my pattern? So I'll put a stock photo here of the Somerset top by Maven Patterns. Now Somerset has got a lovely sort of boat neckline, could get my words out, and it's actually got quite similar, but not as puffy as this. It has got a deep cuff at the wrists, and then a really nice amount of bishop sleeve fullness there, and I think the drapiness in here, the structure in here, will really emphasize that. And then, because like everyone, I think we're all looking for jogging, so leisure wear, smart leisure wear, I'm going to make my favourite trouser pattern, which I've talked about 1,000 times. These are the come right in here, the sunny, what are they called, the sunny trousers by La Maison Victor. And they're such a quick make. Lots of people talk about a particular trouser pattern that's completely gone out of my head. No, completely gone. It's very similar design to that. Why I can't think of that, I don't know. But basically, it's got just a drawstring waist, elasticated waist. I don't make cuffs at the ankles with it, and it's got 2 slanted pockets. So really straightforward. And I'm going to make trousers and a matching top of that, because I think that just make a really nice loungewear suit. Because that's what I tend to put on when I get home. So that's this one and that one. So thank you very much, Crafty Mum Sews, for those. Let's move away from the Destash account just for a second, because I was on the hunt for the perfect t-shirt weight material, and I ordered some samples from Tiernite Fabrics. Now Tiernite Fabrics specialise, the majority of their fabrics are jerseys. There's dance wear, there's swimwear, there's cotton lycra, there's all sorts of different lycras. In fact, I made my swimwear out of their matte 4-way stretch jersey last year. It was really good, actually the year before. So I went to their website to look for jersey fabric. I'm reaching around behind me here because I actually got I sent away for some samples, and these are samples of the cotton interlock knit. So I got a cream, an aubergine, which is a beautiful colour. You hear my dog singing in the background, sorry. My husband going shh, 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 shh. A lovely, I can't remember what they called that one. It's like a light teal, the dark teal. Beautiful red, look at that. and then a grey. Now these samples are nice big samples, look at those, lovely big samples, and they're only 50p each for the samples, came incredibly quickly. They're very, very soft. And then I realised my mistake, I actually prefer not 100% jersey. I prefer something with a little bit more stretch. So Lycra Jersey is what I prefer, and that is what this is. So that's the aubergine colour there. It's slightly different. Well, no, actually, it's just a trick of the light. It is the same. It is the same colour. Sorry, my dog's seeking attention in the background. So I got a couple of meters of this, and it is actually my intention to make a polo neck to go underneath the olive pinafore that I showed you in last week's make. I do like a polo neck, and I'm going to be working on. Now I've made the Freya before, and I don't know why the Freya from Tilly and the Buttons hasn't. I think that's from the stretch book. I don't know why that hasn't made it into my wardrobe on a permanent basis. It's something to do with the neckline, I think. So what I thought I would do is, I've got the lark tee. Let me just grab it for you a second, Hal. I've got the lark tee here. Now lark tee comes with loads of different variations, and one of them is a standard crew neck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the base of the neckline of the crew with the long sleeves, because it's quite a slim fitting t-shirt. So I've got to whip it trying to get in now, because I've shut the doors. And then I'm going to create a polo neck just by making a simple band around the top. I'm going to have to stop the film and let a dog in. Hang on a sec. So I've now got at least one whippet walking around my feet. Hello, Alice. How you doing? You okay? Yeah, I'm trying to film here. Thanks. Huh? No, just having a stretch. Just having a stretch and going. That's helpful, isn't it? Helicopter ears, we call that. So anyway, so now the door to my sewing room is open, and I've got another whippet wandering in, sorry. So that's the plan for this one. It's a beautiful, it's really good value. I think it's $5.99, I want to say, a metre, and it's super wide, so I've just got a couple of metres of that. I can definitely see a few different tops in this one actually, and I may well even make another maven or a toaster or something like that. I really like the toaster that's the it's not the one that's got the bigger neck on it, but it's a slight cowl neck to it. I wore that for the first time this year, this week, in a black fabric that I've got. Look at that, I love that colour on me, it's really cool. So that's from Tea Night Fabrics. And then, I love these ones, I love them all, but particularly favourite. You can see there's a little, if I get the other fabrics, the other fabric there, you can see I seem to have a little bit of a thing for sort of teal going on at the moment. Now these two absolutely divine fabrics are from the latest collection to be released from Felicity Fabrics. Now I bought these fabrics not just when they came out, but just after they came out, and I absolutely adore them. Now I haven't washed these yet, but this, oh my word, I can't remember the specific title of it, but it's very specific, so go to track it down on the website, very straightforward. But if they've still got it available, I will definitely link it below. It is lovely. It's a beautiful teal background, and then it's got these gorgeous birds on it. I really hope my camera is doing that justice. It's a viscose, sort of cotton lawn-esque actually. Lovely drape to it. I just adore this colour, and it's upside down, but I love the birds on it. It's a really rich colour, exclusive sort of, you know, exclusive colours here. I just love it. It's brilliant. And again, I can feel a Tilly indigo happening in this one. Making a dress out of this, I think, is the best way to do justice to the beautiful print. And I will do just a very plain indigo in this one. So this is by the way, if you're looking at this thinking, oh, that's a lot lower neckline than usual on the indigo, you'd be right. I hacked this. I think this is a I'm going to say this is a Bettine neckline, and that's all to do with the chesticles again. The indigo. I've got the pattern here. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, the line drawing actually is a lot higher. This neckline is a lot higher, and I have made one in that original, but then I dropped it slightly. Just to make it a little bit lower, and I prefer this style of neckline on me. But I will do the bracelet sleeve length on this one, and I'll probably keep it to the original length, which just comes just above the knee on me, and wear that with tights and boots. So Caroline Fliss, absolutely divine choices this time around, well, always, but yeah, this is a particular favourite of mine, and definitely wanted to snap some of that up when it got released. I couldn't do it when I exactly got released, but just after I treated myself. And it's a coincidence actually, but under the same vein of wanting to make polo necks, look at these two colours, aren't they just divine? Just lovely. Oh, it's all falling over here. Last year my colour was mustard, but this time last year I had dark coloured hair, or did I? I think I might have had blonde hair actually. Blonde hair and mustard sounds, well, I'm not sure that would have worked on me at all. But obviously with my grey hair, mustard doesn't do anything for me. So it's these sorts of colours I need to go for. And this, this feels like silk. Silk of the Jersey world is how I'm going to describe this. It's their Viscose jersey. It is super drapey. Look at that, absolutely lovely. And the colour is so rich and beautiful. Love this colour. I've got a jumpsuit that I made a couple of years ago, the Abbey jumpsuit in a teal. I haven't packed that actually. I'm looking that way because a lot of my house is packed up and some of it's just here. Yeah, so I made a jumpsuit in that, so I know it's one of my favourite colours. And this I'm going to devote to polo top, and also I think another Somerset from Maven. So like that sort of, and it will give me that sort of drape too. I quite like it doesn't have to sit completely flat on me. I do quite like a bit of movement in the fabric. So yeah, I love it, and it's so soft. I wish you could feel this as well. It's super soft, super drapey. Can't wait to get started on that. I need to remember to wash all these before I unplug our washing machine for the last time. And then the last fabric I've had actually for quite a long time, but haven't done a fabric haul for a long time, I don't think. And this one came from Olivia Stitches over on Instagram as well. She did a Destash long time ago, and it is for this fabric. Now, apologies for the creases. I've pre-washed it, but I haven't ironed it. And look at the colours in that. I love grey, as you know, and the pops of colour on this are just sensational. Would help it if I showed you the right way around. There you go, that's better. Beautiful, lightweight cotton lawn. I just love this. I've got a good couple of metres here. Now there is a flaw on it somewhere, so I'll need to be careful of how I cut it out. She did describe that when she destashed it. But look at the colours. I love that. And if I'm honest, I think I might make an Emmy blouse. I haven't made an Emmy blouse for a while. That's from Seam Works, and it's sort of gypsy style blouse with gathering at the neckline. I have made and worn loads of those on this channel. It's probably my favourite pattern, or one of my favourite patterns to make actually, and to wear. And for this time of year would be perfect. And definitely, or don't have to have no colour in winter. This has definitely got colour in that. So yes, that's all my fabrics. I hope you've enjoyed seeing those. A relatively short video from me today, but it's great to keep in touch. And next time I do a film, I hope to be able to show you an element of my new sewing room. Yeah, I should be able to be up and running fairly quickly, as the room that I'm sitting in here now will be packed up and transported and put into its own dedicated space in the new house, which I am super lucky to have. So until then, please stay safe and well in these dark evenings. Look, it's dark outside. Not filmed in the dark before, so that's the first as well. But yeah, take care, everybody. Please do leave me comments. You know, I love to hear from you, and if you get a chance to buy me a coffee, I would really appreciate that too. Stay safe and well. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.